All right, let's get rocking. Let's get rolling. It is Monday. It is 1 p.m. So glad to chat with the whole team. Absolutely love getting to chat with you guys every Monday. There are so many good things going on right now. We got new people starting all over. In fact, last week, Noel Leventovich was out on the road doing some meetings, and we had new directs there getting crazy fired up. I'm telling you, spring is in the air, and we are about to make a run. This team is about to make a serious run. It's going to be crazy. So fired up about that. Hey, I'm fired up too about what's happening. Hutch's team is absolutely exploding. Hutch's team last week did just short of $50,000 in submitted business. Just short of $50,000 in submitted business. It is taken off on that team. Hey, I'm also super fired up about the heavy hitter boot camps we got coming up. I'm going to be out on the road next week at some of them. I know Hutch is traveling. I think 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 of them. Andy's flying all over the country next week. We got those heavy hitter boot camps deployed all across the country next week. Super fired up about that. I'm fired up too about the sharp people I'm talking to. Sharp new people that are going to do big things. And as I'm talking to new people, it gets me fired up to think about what's going to happen the rest of this year with what we got coming. So today, what's the message? Today, I want to talk to you about how to avoid a slump. We all get in slumps to a degree or another. The key is to catch it. The key is to catch a slump before it's a serious slump. In other words, we're always going to be susceptible to it because we're imperfect people. But if we can catch it quicker, recognize that we're getting into a slump, well, by doing that, we're going to mitigate the damage. I mean, we're going to be able to recognize it and then change it. So that's what I'm talking about today is how to recognize that you're about to go into a slump and then what to do. What to do when you recognize that and go, crap, I'm about to get into a slump. What do I do now? So key is recognition and action. When we get to that in a minute, let's go over this week's numbers. We got a new way of doing it. I'm excited to try it. If it all gets sideways, don't worry. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. All right. So the numbers for the week, let's start with, I believe we're going to start with submitted production, all producers over 1,000. There it is. All right. So we're going to start with Randy Schroeder, $1,008 in submitted premium. Chris Rabideau, $1,080 in submitted premium. Joseph Albarano, $1,103.28 in premium. Eduardo Soto, $1,169.88. Aaron Bentley, $1,181.16. Kim Diaz, $1,492.32. Kim, that text got me so fired up when I saw it earlier this morning. Kim Diaz was making sales this weekend, and she said, I'm back. Kim's back. I'm so fired up, Kim. You're going to make a crazy run this year. It's going to be awesome to watch. Marty Uwe Pelican in $1,972. Reva Davis, $2,040.12. I see you, Reva. Awesome. Roger Straughter, $2,272.08. Miguel Macias Nava, $2,398.68. Brand new on Mimi Ramiro's team, Twang Tip, and I'm going to learn your last name. I know you go by Tippy. So fired up for you. $2,703 in premium. First week out in the field. Way to go. Keep rocking. Andrea Poston, $2,750.64. Diana Castile, $3,396. Evan Patzer, 9 apps for $4,076. Way to go, Evan. Sean Quigley, 8 apps, $4,417.32. Nicholas Phillips, $4,834.72. Jeremico Edwards, $9,014.76 across 8 apps. Way to go. Number 2 last week, we saw them on the call last week. Gustavo and Mercedes Teran, 9 apps for $9,574.56. I came in second place last week with 9 apps for $10,248.12. And look at number 1, 20 applications for $25,513.80. 20 applications. Way to go, Hutch. That is amazing, man. You keep rocking, brother. So proud of you, man. You're leading that team. You're traveling next week all over the country to help support that team. I know you're recruiting 24/7, bro. I'm so excited, Hutch, to watch what's going to happen next in your life, brother. So fired up about that. All right, let's go to our next leaderboard. issue paid. This is month to date. So if you want to know who the top 10 is, issue paid month to date, number 10 would be Sean Quigley with $6,240.99. Number 9, Chris Rabidou with $7,538.33. Number 8, Brandon and Ashley Beal, $8,504.25. Evan Patzer, number 7. Look at that, 21 applications. Bro, you keep hammering it, and you are going to find some massive, massive, massive applications, brother. I'm just telling you, the numbers always work out. 21 apps for $9,366.94. Number 6, Mimi Ramiro, $10,367.85. Number 5, Gustavo Mercedes, 18 applications for $11,621.72. Number 4, this is going to change with that submit that just went in this week. Mr. Mark Hutchison with $12,306.63. Month to date, number 3, Jeremico Edwards, $12,856.67. Number 2, Diana Castile, $13,028.77. And currently, I'm leading month to date personal production, $16,360.76. We know that's through Thursday of last week. We know those numbers are shifting because we had some massive, massive paychecks on Friday. So that's going to continue to shift. Way to go. In fact, that's a new feature we're going to do. I was on the Leventovich's call this week. They were gracious enough to ask me to come speak to their team, and they do a paycheck leaderboard. So I thought we would emulate that. I mean, that gets me fired up, seeing people make money, seeing the paychecks and promotions. That's the two things Andy Albright's always taught me. The two things to get people fired up are paychecks and promotions. So let's look at last week's, for the week, top 5 paychecks for the week last week. Number 5, Gustavo Mercedes, bringing in $2,326.04. Number 4, Eduardo Soto, bringing in $2,493.80. Number 3, Evan Patzer, bringing in $3,164.07 for the week. Way to go, brother. I know with the wedding coming up, that's helpful, isn't it? Yeah. Awesome. Number 2 for the week last week on the West Coast, Mimi Ramiro had $4,713.93 deposited. That's what we're talking about. This is money deposited Monday, Wednesday, Friday last week. That was what was deposited in Mimi's account. Way to go, Mimi. And number 1, holy crap, last week for the week, Mr. Mark Hutchison, number 1 paycheck for the week last week. Last week deposited $10,049.85. Man, it gets me fired up. I know it gets you fired up, Hutch. That is awesome. Way to go. So new feature of the leaderboard. We're going to add that each week. Top 5 paychecks. Gets me fired up. Hope it gets you fired up too. Let's see, March 28th. That will be this Sunday evening. Andy Albright is going to be in Atlanta. If you are around Atlanta, get to Atlanta. That's where Mike Guerra is. Andy is flying there just because of Mike Guerra. That's kind of leadership he sees there, man. The next day, I'll be with Andy in Wichita, Kansas on March 29th. Then I'll be with Andy again on March 30th in Cleveland, Ohio. Misha, Detroit. Let's get to Detroit crew over there. You can find these boot camps, by the way. You go onto the ARC and find the Heavy Hitters banner. It's under events. You just got to scroll through a few times. Find that banner. That banner will get you to this. I don't know if we can post that in the chat, guys, at the office, a link to that form. But yeah, the information for Atlanta is all on there. It's going to be awesome. All right, Misha says, we're coming deep. We are there, coming deep. Detroit, roll up on Cleveland. Show Cleveland what it looks like to bring an army. You know what I'm saying? I love that stuff. Let's get back to our boot camp. So I wanted to finish promoting those. Then we got Indianapolis, Indiana, March 31st. Then Burlington, North Carolina. That's let's see, is that Saturday, April 1st? Let me see. No, that'll be Thursday. Okay, I was thinking it was on the weekend for some reason. So Thursday. Okay, this Thursday, Andy Albright's going to be in Burlington. Oh, I know where I was confused. That's in May that we got the Saturday event coming up. So North Carolina, South Carolina, roll up to corporate campus on the 1st. Then Burlington, North Carolina on the 7th, there's going to be an Alliance open house. So you got brand new people, you got sharp people, have them meet you there, get set up for a tour of the headquarters. And then May 8th, That Saturday, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong all day, massive, massive boot camp. I know we're limiting it to 1,000 people. That's what Andy has said, but we need you to register. We need you to register because of COVID restrictions in a lot of these areas. We got to have a head count and we got to have adequate space and seating. So register, come join us. There's no cost. We just need you to register so we know how many bodies we got, how many people we got coming. All right, awesome. Let's get going into the message. So slumps, we've all been in them. We've all been in a slump. And it's crazy when you're in a slump, how hazy and confusing it is, how hard everything seems. Dear God, when we're in a slump, everything just seems so hard. You ever been there? Can you relate? Have you been in a slump like that where it's just like you feel foggy and it's just, I just can't seem to get anything rocking. Yeah, we've all been there. Now here's why. We slide into slumps without realizing it. We're in a slump before we even realize what's going on. And if we could recognize it sooner, we could stop it. There's no reason for a slump to go on for more than a day. There's no reason for a slump really to go on more than about 5 minutes if we can just get good at recognizing and going, holy crap, I'm coming into a slump. I got to do these 4 things to get myself out of it, get myself moving forward. Thanks for posting the link on the chat there. So there's the link on the chat to register. If you click and download that form, you click through on the link to register. It'll walk you through how to get a ticket. So we recognize we're in a slump, and then we got to make a quick change. We got to change specific things. And those 4 things I'm going to give you at the end will get you out of a slump. So I'm going to give you 5 symptoms, right? Like it's springtime, right? What's the symptoms of your seasonal allergies acting up? Sniffly nose, dry, throat starts getting dry. Then we go, man, my allergies are acting up. That's exactly what we're going to do here when it comes to slumps. We're going to talk about the symptoms so that we know we're coming into a slump, and then the medication, the treatment, what to do to get out of it, what to do to pull out of that slump and get rocking again. All right, number 1 symptom that you are in a slump, low energy. You will never talk to someone with momentum that has low energy. I mean, you can have someone that's in their late 80s. If they got momentum, they got energy, and they got fire. I think about John Maxwell. That joker is in his late 70s, and he has got more fire than a lot of people my age. Heck, he's got more fire than most people my age. Why does he got that much fire and that much energy? Because he's got momentum. He's out doing stuff. He's out accomplishing. So he's got that momentum. The momentum gives you energy. So if you ever feeling low energy, it's a symptom that you're sliding into a slump. It's a symptom that the slide's already started. The slide has already started. You're going into a slump if you have low energy. And I can tell when I'm coaching people. I can tell over the phone when I talk to them. And I go, God, he is sliding into a slump. The slump is happening because the energy's low. The energy's low. And guess what? That energy, that lack of energy is what's going to, unless you fix it, that's what's going to create the negative results of the slump. There's nothing attractive about low energy. There's nothing attractive about someone that doesn't have a fire, that doesn't have a passion for what we're doing. So if you're missing that, if you feel low energy, if you sound low energy, sometimes Holly will tell me like, where are you at today? And I'll be like, golly, maybe I'm sliding into a slump. I got to stop. I know 4 things I got to do to get out of it. But low energy, if you don't have that fire, if you don't wake up with that passion, if you don't get started on your activities with that excitement, it's the start of a slump. It's the start of a slump. Be aware. That's what that symptom is. That's what it's telling you. That's what it's telling you. Number two symptom that you are coming into a slump and it's time to do something is when you start fighting positive information. You start fighting positive information. That's when you get the old yeah buts. Yeah, but. I was trying to coach someone that's in a slump recently, and they're just telling me everything that's wrong. I mean, keep in mind what we got going on. Misha, I'm with you. What you put in the comments. This team is on fire. You saw the paychecks. You see the momentum. I mean, what happened this year with the 22 bump across the board contracts wise? How it just simplified. It got narrower to move up the levels. Oh, there's so much good stuff, and I'm trying to coach someone that's in a slump, and they're just fighting every bit of it. Going, yeah, but we got this going on. We got that going on. Yeah, but see, the thing is, yeah, but that's someone that's in a slump. They're fighting positive information. Why? Because it feels the opposite of what they're feeling. It doesn't seem right. They're in a slump. That's why they're fighting positive information. So if you ever see positive information, how about like Hutch's performance last week? 20 apps, over 25 grand submitted, and 10,000 plus dollars deposited into his account. If that made you feel uncomfortable, you're in a slump, brother. We just got to get you out of it. If what you see going on all around the alliance, Paul Roberts going partner, Alec Fitzgerald going partner, now the Leventoviches and Andy Riddle closing right behind them, we're going to get caught up in that draft too. If that makes you feel uncomfortable, it's because you're in a slump. It's because you're in a slump. Partner, yeah, we can make partner. Well, the problem is, you see, that's someone that's in a slump. So if you ever find yourself fighting positive information, positive feedback, it's a symptom that you are in a slump and it's time to do something about it. Remember, the difference between a rut and a grave is just time, depth, and distance. Meaning the longer you stay in a rut, the more it resembles a grave. But when you recognize you're in a slump, make a change, move up, let's go, let's go. Symptom number one, low energy. Symptom number two, when you're fighting positive information, when you don't want to believe it, when people start poking holes in positive information, I bet Hutch's check was probably just one big policy anyways. And a lot of times those big policies cancel, and that's a symptom. That's a symptom. Well, the thing about it is, see, Hutch and Davies are so close. So I know Hutch, he's got to be getting opportunities that I'm not being given. And that's really not fair. See, the only reason Hutch is winning at that high level is that's fighting positive information. Does that make sense? And here's the problem. A lot of times when we fight positive information, the things we say are just excuses, but we're feigning it as intellect. It's excuses redesigned, repackaged, repurposed as intellect. I'm telling you, 20 years doing this, when you coach someone in a slump and you give them positive information, it's an excuse, but they wrap it up in, well, see, the thing is, it's fake. It's false enlightenment. It's just simply an excuse as to why they won't do what it takes to get the results Hutch is getting right now. Does that make sense? Fighting positive information, huge, huge symptom that you're in a slump and it's time to do something about it, time to make a change. Number three, you feel yourself not wanting to be around positive people. You're in a slump when you feel yourself not wanting to be around positive people. When you go, gosh, I don't really want to go to that boot camp, but just everybody's gonna be so positive. Me and Jeremica were trying to help somebody one time, and Jeremica said, why don't you just come to us for help, brother? And it's like, because y'all are always so positive. That's someone in a slump. Does that make sense? That's someone in a slump. When you don't want to be around positive people, when the thought of being around positive people makes you feel uncomfortable, it's because you're in a slump. Ironically, it's also the thing you need the most. It's the thing you need the most when you're in a slump, is to be around positive people. And I'm going to talk about that as one of the cures for being in a slump in just a minute. But when you feel yourself not wanting to be around positive people, it's because you're in a slump. We just got to make some changes. It's time to do something, recognize it. Let's go. Let's get out of that slump. Let's get things happening. All right. Number four, this is big. When the process loses its excitement. When the process loses its excitement. I've got appointments all this afternoon after the Monday message. I am so excited for every single one of them. I am so excited. You've been doing it 20 years and you're so excited about it. Oh my gosh, yeah. How could you not be excited about having an appointment? I mean, it's the best. You're going into something and it's like, we're going to find out. We're about to find out. Win, lose, or draw. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to give it my best. I'm going to hit it. They come at me with an excuse. I'm going to block it. I'm going to come at them I love it. I love it. If you ever lose that excitement, it's because you're in a slump. When you lose excitement over the process, if you find yourself begrudging the process, if you find yourself going, I gotta get on the dial, Jam. I gotta dial. I gotta dial. I don't want to. I guess I'll make these recruiting calls. You're in a slump. So catch it. Time to make a change. And by the way, the stuff I'm telling you isn't just about business. You can be in a slump in your personal life, in your intellectual or your spiritual life. You can be in a slump in your marriage or your relationship. You could be in slump and all those things. The same symptoms, right? The same symptoms. Hey, like if it doesn't get you excited, I mean, fired up out of your mind to get to wake up next to the person, gets me fired up. Getting to spend every day, getting to spend a day with Holly, that gets me so fired up. If it ever doesn't, that means our marriage is in a slump and it's time to do something, time to make a change. And the same 4 things I'm going to give you at the end of the call will fix that too. So whatever the slump is, if it's fitness, hey, same thing, fitness. Holly and I were walking down, going out to the hot tub yesterday, and I got my new Fight Camp home fitness thing. And I walked by and I go, oh, can't wait to get a hold of you tomorrow. Woo! And she goes, you're crazy. And I'm like, and then she goes, but I know what you're doing. You're getting yourself excited about getting to work out tomorrow. That's 100% what I'm doing. I can't wait to work out. I'm going to do it right after Monday message. I'm so excited because I'm not in a slump there. Does that make sense? So if you're ever feeling lack of excitement about the process, because you're in a slump, and let's fix it. We know what it is. Let's fix it. All right. Number 5 symptom that you are in a slump, you've left off positive habits. In other words, take those first 4 and go, I think I'm in a slump. And number 5, guarantee that you're in a slump is you've left off positive habits. So maybe you are in a slump right now in the business and you look at those 4 things and you go, God, because I am in a slump. What positive habit did you leave off? What positive habits, more likely, did you leave off? Recognize it. Did you stop reading something positive every morning? Did you stop doing your gratitude exercises? What's a gratitude exercise? So we should wake up every day and think about what you're grateful for. Wake up every day, think about what I'm grateful for. It gets me fired up. It gets me fired up to I get another shot. I get another day with the stuff I'm grateful for. What did you leave off? Did you stop plugging into the TWC and the activity call? Did you stop getting on the dial jams with the team? Did you stop reading? What is it? What are the positive habits? Because if you've left off positive habits, this number 5, that's the convincing proof that you are, friend, in fact, currently in a slump. So we go back through those again. Number 1, symptom you're in a slump, low energy. Number 2, you fight positive information. We fight positive information when we're in a slump. Number 3, you don't want to be around positive people. I don't want to be around positive people right now. It's the last thing I want to do. We're in a slump. Number 4, the process loses its excitement. You lose the excitement in the process. And number 5, you've left off positive habits. Those 5 symptoms are dead ringer that you or I are in a slump. If we check each of those boxes, we are in a slump. So we recognize we're in a slump. What do we do now? Here's the solution. We found out the problem. Let's solve it. Number 1, inject energy into your activity. Well, how do I inject energy if I'm in a slump? You fake it. You fake it till you become it. You talk about how fired up you are. Like if you be on this call and you go, God, I'm in a slump, then you go, I can't wait to get on the dial jam at 2:30. Oh, I'm gonna get on early. I'm gonna start dialing early. I can't wait till 2:30. I can't wait till 2:30. I'm so excited to get. Let me at him. You say that's fake, Stephen. I just don't feel it. Let me tell you something. You're never gonna feel it until you fake it. So I don't want to fake it. Then you're gonna stay in the slump. I want to tell you. You've got to see, injecting energy is a choice. Write this down. This same thing applies not only to the process here, but the process of having a great marriage, the process of having great kids, the process of staying in shape, the same process. Write this down. Feels like the first time is a choice. Feels like the first time is a choice. It's a choice to choose that getting on the dial jam at 2:30 is just as exciting as the first time I got to do it. That's a choice. It's a choice to decide that getting to eat dinner with your family is just as exciting as the first time. The first time y'all had a dinner date together, it's just as exciting. That's a choice. But then the number 1 thing you've got to do to get out of slump is choose to inject energy into your activity. It's a choice. It's a switch. You flip the switch. Number 1 way to get out of a slump, inject energy into your activity. Get fired up about what you're about to do and pour that energy into it. That's one of the craziest, coolest things about us as human beings. We can decide in an instant to pour energy into something. We can decide in an instant to flip that switch and go, I'm excited about this and I'm pouring it on and I'm so fired up. It's a decision. When you see people like Andy Albright and you go, he's naturally like that all the time, I'm here to tell you the good news is he isn't. Why is that good news? Because that means you can have that same fire. It's a choice he makes. In fact, I'll give you one of his tells. When he does that, he's flipping the switch. He's flipping the switch. You see him do that? He's flipping the switch. He's going, I'm excited in this moment. I'm excited about what I'm about to do. He's injecting energy into the process. All right, number two way to get out of a slump, connect with people with momentum. Remember I told you one of the symptoms before is you don't want to be around positive people? Hey, the way to get out of it is to do what you don't want to do. Connect with people with momentum. What you're going to want to do is find the people that are in a slump like you because it'll make you feel better. Don't seek commiseration, seek inspiration. When you're in a slump, don't seek commiseration, seek inspiration. Connect with people that have momentum. How do you find people with momentum? I just read a bunch of names off people with momentum. How do I connect with them? Get on the dial jam with them. Text them. Reach out to someone positive. If you're growing upline to someone with momentum, then reach out to them. Be like, I got off a Monday message. I realized I was in a slump. Number two, I'm supposed to connect with people with momentum. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Number three, reinstate positive habits. Reinstate those positive habits. Because I'll tell you a secret. The reason when you or I catch ourselves in a slump, the reason we're there is we left off one of the positive habits, usually multiple positive habits that we've let up, and now we're in a slump. We let up, now we're in a slump. So reinstitute those positive habits immediately. I mean, immediately. Drop what you're doing, read 10 minutes of something positive. Immediately reinstitute those habits. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till next week. Don't wait till the month's over and then we'll get them again in April. Immediately reinstitute those positive habits. And number four, give yourself something to do. What's that called? Pick a big, scary goal. Pick a big, scary goal. Why? Because you need something to chase. See, for you and I to have momentum in our life, and it's not just this business, it's in every area of life that matters. For us to have momentum, we got to have something to chase. When marriages stagnate, it's because they stop chasing something. They stop chasing the dream of what they want to become as a couple. When people stagnate in their physical fitness, it's the same thing. They stop chasing something. For you and I to keep momentum, we got to have something to chase. That's how we work as human beings. When we're in the chase, when we're in the pursuit, that is when we're at our best. So once we decide to interject energy into everything we do, once we decide that we're going to connect with positive people, with people that got momentum, once we decide that we're reinstituting those positive habits, now it's time to pick something big and scary. I love that Misha is going for partner. That's big and scary. I love it. I love it. I love that Jeremico's going for $800,000 in income this year. That's a big, scary goal. I love it. And so Misha, Jeremico, stay in the chase. Stay in the chase on those things. Don't let yourself slide into a slump on it. Just stay in the chase. Can you see how all those work together? Guys, I hope that's helpful. Here's what I know. The times in my life where I've been in the slump, I've not been happy. The times in my life where I've been in the slump, I've not been fulfilled. Some might even say the times in my life when I've been in the slump, I'm not very good company. I'm not fun to be around. I don't want any of that for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be fulfilled. I want you to be awesome to be around. So what me and you got to do, we got to pay attention. We got to pay attention, recognize when we're starting to slide into a slump, and then immediately take action on those four things. Guys, Holly and I love y'all. We cannot wait to see you on. I can't. Those of you who see in the road, we can't wait to see you. We're still planning a family reunion this summer. That's going to be epic. Guys, there's so much positive stuff going on. We are in the middle of a massive run to partner. Come run with us. I want to get you caught up in that draft. Love y'all. Hammer down.